Hey, hey, it's me again. We are still in Junie B. Jones's Captain Field Day, written by Barbara Park and illustrated by Denise Brunkus. Today we are ready for Chapter 7, Skunked. The skipping race came next. Room 9 chose our fastest skippers. Their names were Charlotte, Jamal Hall, That Grace, Lenny, and Meanie Jim. Those people can skip like lightning, I tell you. I made up a cheer for them. Its name was Go Skippers. Here are the words to it. Go Skippers, go Skippers, go Skippers, go Skippers. I cheered real loud in front of room 8 because I really thought we would win this one. Only what do you know? We didn't. Some of our skippers cried a little bit. We got skunked, said Lenny, very sniffling. Skunked means our score is a goose egg, said Jamal Hall. A goose egg is a big fat 0, said That Grace. A big fat 0 is when you're stinking up the place, said Meanie Jim, very glum. Mrs. did not like that kind of talk. Hey, that's enough of that, she said. I'm very proud of all of you. You did your best, and that's all anyone can ask. Right, Junie B? Yes, I said, plus also a win would be nice. I sat down. Mrs. looked at me a real long time. The tug of war is the next event, she said finally. How about another cheer from our team captain to get us charged up? No, thank you, I said. I already did a cheer for the skipping team, and look where that got us. Mrs. made squinty eyes at me. Try, she said. I stood up. Rah, I said. Thank you, said Mrs. I sat back down. All of us lined up for the tug of war. Room 8 held on to one side of a rope, and room 9 held on to the other side. Mrs. tied a bow right in the middle of it. Then she drew a line on the ground in front of each team. Okay, people, she said, whichever team pulls the bow over their own line is the winner. Is everybody ready? Yes, shouted room 8. Room 9 just looked at her. William was behind me. I'm not that good at the tug of war, Junie B, he whispered. I never even did the tug of war before. Join the club, bud, I grumped. After that, the room 8 teacher blew her whistle, and both our teams started to pull. Room 9 pulled and pulled with all our strength. People, we're doing it, I shouted, very shocked. We pulled some more. Then all of a sudden, we heard a loud holler. It was strong Frankie. He yanked the rope as hard as he could. Then Lenny and Ricardo fell down in the grass and the bow went over the line. Room 8 went crazy and happy. They were loud and laughing. Room 9 walked to the water fountain very sad. Then we sat down next to the building and we didn't talk for a real long time. Finally, Mrs. came and got us. Come on, boys and girls, there's just one more event to go, she said. She took us to the pull-up bar. The room 8 teacher smiled real big. All right, everybody, it's time for the pull-up contest, she said. Polly Allen Puffer stared at her. Big whoop, he said. Then the room 8 teacher tattled on him, and Polly Allen Puffer had to sit by himself for a timeout. Mrs. was not happy with us. Okay, children, I understand that you're not in a good mood, but one of the things we learn in field day is to never give up. Room 9 is not a bunch of quitters. Are we, Junie B? I looked at room 9's faces. Pretty much, I said. Mrs. threw her hands in the air. Okay, that's it, she said. I'm not going to take no for an answer. There must be someone in room 9 who has the spirit to keep trying. Which one of you children has the courage not to give up, huh? How about you, Jamal? Will you try to do a pull-up for the team? She asked. Jamal Hall pulled his shirt up over his face so no one could see him. I believe that's a no, I said. Mrs. looked around some more. Grace, she said, how about you? Will you try to do a pull-up for us? No, I can't, she said. I really can't. I'm only strong in my feet. I'm not, yelled a loud voice. I'm strong all over my whole body. Room 9 turned around. It was strong Frankie again. He made another arm muscle at us. I stamped my foot at that guy. Stop doing that, Frankie, I hollered. Stop tooting your own horn, because that is not even polite. And anyway, room 9 has strong people, too. We have people who can do a jillion pull-ups. In fact, so there. Ha! Strong Frankie crossed his muscle arms. Like who? He asked. I put my hands on my hips. Like lots of people, that's who. Like, well, like, like. Just then, a boy from room 9 raised his hand a teeny bit. Like me, he said. Then he walked right up to the pull-up bar and he stood there all by himself. I did a gasp, and the other children did gasps too. 'Cause what do you know? It was William. Ah! Of course, that's the end of chapter 7. They always stop them at the best parts. Tune into the next video. It's our last chapter. Yes, and it's titled William. See y'all later.